the pretty kitties, are you good? How's everybody out here? Holy left me a white feather, and I said flower because Holy thinks it's a flower for me. So look up white feathers. We also have Holy's 25th birthday coming up on July 4th, so 25 years. All right, I put Holy by the window. Okay, so we have the key on the bottom of the deck and Ace of Wands. I'm going to go ahead and get into that. A few things that they wanted to talk about was my old book, Say Goodbye, is finished. It was about pedophiles, murderers in Georgia. So we're done with that book. And now we have 76 Days Lost at Sea, Adrift. So we're going to check out this book. And I put it on for the thumbnail because they're saying that a lot of you are lost. And that's that in and out energy from the Ace of Wands. It's an energy of you just feel lost. Whether it's because of finances, because of not having a partner. It could be many things. But the whole bottom line is spirituality, finding you, finding God. Okay, so we're going to see what kind of message we can get with talking about being adrift. 76 days lost at sea is significant. The sea is significant. How would you feel lost at sea? Well, that's what St. Michael said is happening. He's saying that a lot of people are getting their interviews, but they're not allowed to come into my field, let's say, because they're too low a frequency. So it's really hard for him until you guys get unstuck. It's really hard for him until you get found, until you find yourself. White feather energy. I want you to look up white feather energy. It's very significant here. And we're going to go ahead and light this love candle. We got the red candle. Let's light and we'll put the feather right here. Okay, so the key is finding yourself, finding God, getting not lost, not being adrift. I'm hearing the year 1976 also, but St. Michael's concerned. If you're doing good and I told you kudos for you and I told you you're doing good, that's great. Keep it up. Don't fall backwards. Don't lower your standards. But he's just really concerned about you that are not passing. These cards just flipped out, so we're going to go ahead and take them. We've got resolution is the key and home. So finding your home, not necessarily physical, but what I was saying earlier about finding where you belong. And that's a resolution that you need to find. It could be physical and inside, but I'm hearing it's mostly the key is going within. And then these cards, we're just going to go ahead and take some. We've got you're too moody still, you're too up and down. That Ace of Wands energy was that in and out energy of you're too wishy-washy. You're not focused enough on what you should be. You get distracted too much. You're trying to rebirth, and that's your purpose. And you know that resolution and that rebirth is your purpose, but you're you're adrift. It'd be just like if you were adrift, you were lost You were lost at sea for 76 days, right? I have no clue who Stephen Callahan is. I got this book donated to me when I took one of the pets to the vet. So we've got a rebirth is your purpose, your resolution is the key, and your moods are what making it in and out energy. So the news that's coming in, pay attention to some news that's coming in because it's going to spark your creativity and it's going to help you release. So I'm seeing guitar playing, I'm seeing writing songs. It's going to help you to release. Some of the best songs were made during breakups. I know Gwen Stefani wrote a song called Don't Speak during a breakup, and Cher wrote a song when she broke up with Greg. I think it was either Believe or Life After Love, something like that. But Cher and Gwen Stefani, I know, are two examples of writing songs and breakups, and there's tons of them. Tons and tons of them. So that's your release. There's news coming in that's going to help you release your creativity. And the strength card is in reverse. So the problem again is you. You know, you've been hearing this all week. The problem is you not having the strength to do it, not having the courage to do it, feeling adrift, feeling like you're can't do this maybe alone. You want somebody to do it with. We have to conquer us first before we're going to get our other whole apple. If you wanted a half of the apple, that was that codependence type of assignment, that was on a different timeline. And I've already went through it, but you might not have. The one that's not codependent, the one that's solid, Hierophant with Hierophant, God with Goddess, Emperor with Empress. That's a whole apple and a whole apple from the same branch. So that's what you're looking for. You are protected, so they do want you to move forward. And when I look at this card, I see purple wings. I have purple on. Purple is royalty. And it's that confidence that you are worthy. You are. I want to say you am, but it's I am and you are. So again, your shadow is what's keeping you from moving forward. Your shadow is preventing you from moving forward with your soul tribe. St. Michael said so many people are not getting their interview, are not getting their soul tribe just because of the fact that they're not ready. They can't even handle their own life, let alone go into somebody else's. Not everybody, but enough of you that he's had me talk about this for 3 days now. Bottom of the deck is soulmate and kindness. So if you want that soulmate, you've got to be kind, but you got to be cruel. Kind to be cruel. I think that was a Cheap Trick song. Okay? And then we have transformation. We have to get the duality in check. Can you walk into the room as an angel but fight like a demon? Can you be grounded but yet a psychopath? Transformation. And astro is in reverse. Dreams are in reverse. So you're not doing enough in astro. You're thinking that that's maybe nonsense when I talk like that. Maybe you're thinking it's too hocus pocus and that's not really true that she does all them classes in astro. And that's preventing you because any kind of doubt that I'm teaching, any kind of doubt that I'm giving you these messages is all keeping you stuck in the matrix. You're not getting your full scope. This is really the not reality, and astro is really the reality. They told me to have you watch my regression again. We're here for the celebration. Even if you just watch the last maybe 20 minutes of it, The celebration is what we're here for, and we're here to get rid of the toxic situations, any kind of toxic in us and in the world. So we need to use our intuition and go for our romance. And again, some of you really want romance, but you're not getting it because you're out of balance. Okay, so that was that deck. That's about all they want me to tell you there. We're going to go ahead and shuffle the Ace of Wands that was on the bottom of the deck here. And now we have the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And I did shuffle these. So we're going to go ahead and look at the Four of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. So that's the truth, okay? You do want that abundance, but a 4 card is not an ace. It's not a 10. I want you to look up number 4, because this is what's coming off this card. It's about the 4 of Pentacles. And I'm drawn to he's got 2 feet on the Pentacles, 1 on his head and 1 in his hands, and the city's behind him. He's left the matrix and he wants to move forward, but he's not sure where his soul tribe is. He's not sure where to put them pentacles. He's got the candle lit. He's got the white feather. He's got the book. He's got everything he needs there. And he's got his back towards leaving the matrix, and he's left it. But you see where he is? He's adrift. He's just kind of adrift. So again, it's that energy of just being lost. Okay, so how do we get unlost? Well, again, St. Michael says to talk to him, the Ace of Swords, that's his card, and heal 4 of Swords. So that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Everything I just said. You've got to get balanced. You can't be all evil. You can't be all good. It has to be duality. Has to be evened out. That's where you're having your problems going towards your 9 of Cups, because you're trying to heal, but you're adrift. And St. Michael says that was spot on. And he also says it was spot on how I talked about this 4 of Pentacles. So you might want to rewind that and watch that. And the top 2 cards wanted to come out together. We've got transformation of the 5 of Cups, the Death card with the 5 of Cups. Now, what I'm drawn to is how he's looking at the 3 broken cups, but he's not looking at the 2 full cups. 2 of Cups is also soul contract. And the 3 of Cups spilt. 3 of Cups spilt. See, that's the past. And he keeps focusing on that. He's not looking at that soul contract. He's adrift. That's the type of energy right there. Perfect card. So we want that transformation. Again, it's just a card of transformation. I'm not getting nothing negative from it. It's just total transformation needs to go on. And that's what St. Michael said when he started this. He said, they're too adrift. I can't send them to you because they're not balanced out. You can't be all evil. You can't be all pure. It's got to be duality. That's how you'll get your 9 of Cups, and it's got to change, the Wheel of Fortune. In order to get that 9 of Cups, we definitely have to change. So the whole message summed up. Transformation needs to be done. St. Michael said too many of you need to get healed. He just told you what you need healed. You may have your pentacles and you may have your 9 of Cups vision, but you've got to get balanced out. You're not balanced out. It's too much of the Ace of Wands energy where it's in and out, in and out. You're too moody. So we want to get back to how can we get adrift? How can we get to where we are balanced out? It's going to come through creativity. Knight of Pentacles. So he's got the pentacle in his hand. He's on the horse. He's dressed properly. And he's moving forward. And he's balanced out because if you noticed, I've got a white horse and a black horse. The transformation was the white horse, and he got on top of his shadow. He got on top of his flaws, and he's going to move forward. Move forward with the pentacle and move forward towards the pentacle. He's left the matrix. He cashed in. That's good. You know, it's not all bad. You did a lot of good stuff. You've cashed in. You know what you want to do. You left the matrix. The only thing you have to do is transform more by getting more healed, by balancing out Ace of Swords so that you can pass St. Michael's interview. You want to pass St. Michael's interview. So we're going to leave it with the Knight of Pattern, the Knight of Pentacles. Get on that horse and go forward. Okay, great reading. I am Miss Mystic. There was a lot in there between the white feathers, the books, the candles, the numbers, 1644 on the clock. I love you. Bye-bye.